On the issue of realism, I think it's interesting you brought up Operation Flashpoint. That for me was a fairly realistic game, in contrast to Battlefield, which takes a more cinematic approach. Where do you feel like you guys fall in that spectrum?
I would say we fall more towards the idea of everyone having a good fun time without a steep learning curve. I mean, even our vehicle controls fairly intuitive. If you're familiar with any kind of first-person shooter, you can jump in and pilot these vehicles. There's no real learning curve with getting in, driving these things.
Well, let's talk about the vehicles a little bit. What are some of the new vehicles that you think people haven't really seen before?
We've touched on a couple of them already. The Chinook is one. We do have a fast attack vehicle, which is pretty much a dune buggy with a giant 50 caliber weapon strapped to the top of it. We have a number of water-based vehicles, Mark V's, and even on the Indonesian side, they'll have their own, unique vehicles. And what is nice is if you are playing as the U.S. forces and you happen to come upon an Indonesian vehicle, it's not like you're going to be locked out of it. You'll be able to jump in, take it over, and that's going to, invite some interesting gameplay.
Are there differences on the vehicles for each side?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they each have a complement of land, air, and sea, but they're each, each side has different ones.
Is there sort of an overall philosophy behind that? Are the Indonesian things quicker but weaker, or is there sort of a general trend?
We're yet to address that. That's still up in the air. There's still a lot of tuning that we've got to do right now. We're still working on a lot of the engine stuff, and a lot of flight physics and stuff that we're yet to talk about, but that's definitely in the books.
In our research, we did find that Indonesia bought from not only the United States, from Britain, as well as I do believe they have some Soviet stuff as well. So they have kind of a mishmash of different vehicles from different eras. For instance, we're actually looking to have some sort of kind of beat up sport utility vehicle, for lack of a better word, for the Indonesian side.
The Canyonero?
Yeah. It's seen a lot of years.
Right. Awesome. Okay, so there are still a few things up in the air. I wonder, where are you in terms of the overall development of this project?
I would have to say right smack dab in the middle.
Really?
We have come a long way with this, and I would say we're right about in the middle. There's a lot of code base in that's really kind of forming the game, and there's a lot of things to address still, and we'll address those as they come along.
All right. Thanks for your time, guys. I appreciate it.